Hello, Peter here, your Pinoy accountant. So in this video, we'll talk about yung percentage tax naman using the 2551Q, and you can file it online using the EBIR form. So available lang ito sa EBIR form. And yung percentage tax, yung second quarter, again, yung deadline niya is this coming July 25. So kapag yung ating deadline, again, it will fall on a Saturday, Sunday, or holiday, it will be moved to the next business day. So sa pag-compute ng percentage tax, it's very straightforward lang naman. It is just your gross sales multiplied by 3%. So yung gross sales ng quarter ninyo, ayan, April, May, and June. Then multiplied by 3%. So in our example, yung gross sales natin April, 60,000, May, 65,000, June natin 70,000. That will give us a total of 195,000 multiplied by 3%. Ayan, the amount of our percentage tax will be 5,850. So, ganun lang kadali. So, wala tayong pwedeng i-deduct. Kumbaga, yung iba na-confuse, paano naman yung mga expenses daw nila. So, unfortunately, hindi natin pwedeng i-deduct yon. Kahit yung cost of sales natin, hindi natin i-deduct. Because yung basis talaga is gross sales. At yung pwede nyo lang i-deduct dyan, if ever applicable sa inyo, kapag may mga sales returns, allowances, and discounts kayo, which is not very common naman. So, ayan. So, from here, pwede natin i-open yung ating EBR form and ililipat na natin yung sa ating sales data. Ito, no-open na natin yung ating EBR form. Lagay nyo lang yung profile niya, yung mga details. Your TIN, ayan, RDO code, line of business. If this is your first time of using this, but if ever this is your second time na or more than once na, automatic nyo lang sinisave yung ating profile data. Ayan, so lagay nyo lang, input nyo yung TIN ninyo. Ayan. And then automatic na yan, mag-fill out ng inyong other details, RDO code, line of business, at lahat yan. So, dito na tayo sa list of BIR forms. So, yung pipiliin natin is 2551Q version 2018. Yan yung form na gagamitin to file our quarterly percentage tax return. So, ayan, 2551Q version 2018. And then, click yung fill up na button. And then, okay. So, hintayin natin mag-load. So, ito nag-load na. So, let's start filling out the form. So, again, this is the 2551Q or the quarterly percentage tax return. So, for the year, so in most cases, calendar tayo nag-apply sa atin. So, yung mga companies, ayan, it could be fiscal, but sa atin mga individual taxpayers, usually calendar lang naman yung option for us. And then, ayan, December, that is the end of our taxable year. And then the year, ayan, 2026. So, yan yung pipiliin natin. And then the number 3, the quarter. So, second quarter yung ipa-file natin today. And then amended return, that is no. And then number 5, leave it 0 lang. And then part 1, background information. So, i-double check nyo lang kung ano yung mga details na wala pa. So, ito, may TIN na, RDO code, the taxpayer's name, registered address, complete na, contact number, and the email address. So, number 12, are you availing of tax relief under special law? So, most cases, no yan. And 12A, wala tayong pipiliin because no yung ating number 12. And number 13, ito, applicable lang ito if this is your first time of filing ng inyong 2551Q. But in our case, nakapag-file na tayo ng first quarter, and this is our second time na for this taxable year. So, wala tayong pipiliin dito. But if this is your first time, ayan. So, may option kayo, 8%. Ayan, income tax rate on gross sales receipts. So, kapag nag-8% kayo, exempted kayo sa percentage tax. So wala kayong percentage tax if nag 8% kayo and if qualified kayo mag 8%. So may video din tayo niyan on how you can avail the 8% and who are qualified to avail the 8%. So in our example, yung pinili natin sa first quarter is the graduated income tax rate on net taxable income. So ibig sabihin, it's either nag-optional standard deduction kayo or nag-itemized deduction. So kapag 8%, again, you are exempted for the 2551Q or the percentage tax. So ayan. So this is not our first time of filing the 2551Q. So wala tayong pipiliin dito sa number 13. Ayan. So let's proceed. Part 2, the total tax payable. So wala pang data dito because yung mga ating yung sales data natin nasa page 2 natin ilalagay, which is the basis, yung gross sales natin, which is the basis of the percentage tax. So, wala tayong i-fill out dito. And, i-point out ko lang na yung number 15, so dito yung madaming confusion. This is for the 2307 for the creditable percentage tax withheld. So yung usual na natatanggap natin, that is for the expanded withholding tax na ginagamit natin sa income tax at hindi dito sa percentage tax. So yung iba, nilalagyan ng amount dito, same doon sa 2307 na ginagamit nila sa income tax return, same din dito. So magkaiba po yung 2307 dito sa percentage tax at doon sa ating income tax return. So ano ba yung mga cases na that we will have itong 2307 na percentage tax withheld. So yung case lang yan, if ever yung clients ninyo or may customers kayo that are government agencies. Yan, government agency, it could be mga GOCCs or mga ahensya ng government natin. It could be mga departments, ayan, Department of Agriculture, ayan, Department of Health, ayan. Yan yung mga example. Kumbaga, if ever may mga clients kayo na government agency, national man or local or GOCCs kasali din. But in most cases, hindi to nag-a-apply sa atin. So zero lang 'yan. But papakita ko sa inyo ano ba yung 2307 kapag government agency yung inyong customer. So ito yung example ng 2307 na related dun sa percentage tax. So, it's the same form. So, kaya yung iba nako-confuse talaga. It's the same form na gamit natin dun sa expanded withholding tax or dun sa ating income tax return. So, 2307, ayan. So, nandyan din yung name ninyo. But yung ano ninyo dito is, tingnan nyo yung payer's name. If that is a government agency, ayan. So, in most cases, yung wini-withhold nila is the percentage tax. So, makikita naman yan ninyo dito sa dalawang section kasi ito, income payment subject to expanded withholding tax. So yung portion na yan yung gagamitin natin sa income tax return. Kapag sa percentage tax return naman, dito tayo sa second part. This is the money payment subject to withholding of business tax, government and private. So usually ito yung nakalagay, persons exempt from VAT. And then yung code niya is WB080. So ganun din, may mga amounts na nakalagay diyan, the income payments, and then yung withheld na amount, this is 750. So again, yung titignan niyo kapag nasa taas yung figures, that is the expanded withholding tax that will be used do sa 1701Q ninyo. Kapag nandito sa baba, that is for the percentage tax na pwede nyong gamitin sa inyong 2551Q. So ayan. So I hope na that is clear. So let's proceed. So example, ayan, may 750 tayo. Let's proceed with the EBIR form. So ito, let's proceed dito sa page 2. Click nyo lang yung next na button. Ayan. And then dito sa ATC, ayan, piliin ninyo. So yung applicable sa atin, in most cases, dito sa PT010. So yung nasa pinakataas. So ito yung pipiliin natin. And then the taxable amount. So that is the total ng gross sales ninyo for the second quarter. So that is for the April, May, and June ninyo na sales. So pwede nyo balikan yung Excel ninyo so that we will have the sales data. Ayan, so yung total ng gross sales natin for April, May, and June is 195,000. So ito yung amount na ito, yun yung ilalagay natin doon sa ating 2551Q na form. So dito yung ilalagay natin is 195,000. Ayan. So automatic 3%. So yung tax due niya is 5,850. So ayan, so i-double check nyo ano po yung mga applicable sa atin dito. But in most cases, ayan, PT010 tayo, persons exempt from VAT dahil non-VAT tayo. And then, check natin yung page 1. So dito sa page 1, kita nyo may figure na. So the total tax due again is 5,850. And number 15, ayan, if applicable sa yung 2307, yung pinakita natin kanina. Example lang to ha. May 2307 talaga kayo na for the percentage tax return. Ayan, pwede nyo ilagay. Yung 750 kanina. This one, itong amount na ito, 750 if ever applicable talaga sa percentage tax return. So 750 given na applicable yan. And number 16, hindi to amended return. So hindi to applicable sa atin. Number 17, other tax credits or payments. In most cases, zero lang yan. So that would give us number 18, yung total tax credits natin or payments is 750. So yung payable natin is 5,100. And then number 19, That is our tax payable is 5,100. So yung penalties, ayan, 2021 and 22, since we are still on time, wala pa tayong penalties. But if ever beyond the deadline na kayo mag-file, kailangan nyo pumunta sa inyong RDO. So sila yung mag-compute ng inyong surcharge, interest, and the compromise. So total penalties natin, zero. So yung total amount payable natin is 5,100. So, ayan, I think we are done. So click yung validate na button, validation successful, and then save ninyo, and then print na din ninyo so that may copy kayo ng ano, yung final na sinubmit ninyo or final na 2551Q. Ayan, so last step na tayo. So submit final copy. Click nyo lang. Ayan, so ensure na may internet kayo. Otherwise, if mahina yung internet ninyo, ayan, there is this chance na hindi tayo submit successful. So may chance na magfe-fail yung ating pag-submit. And click nyo lang yung OK. And then this is the revised terms of service agreement. Ayan, pwede nyo basahin dito yung full TOSA or the agreement. Or eto, click nyo lang yung OK. So once clinic niyo yung okay, so dalawang scenario, it's either failed siya, did not send, hindi siya successful, and successful. Kapag hindi siya successful, all you need to do is i-click niyo ulit yung submit final copy. So ito, let's click the okay, and hintayin natin na mag-appear yung submit successful. Ayan. So, submit successful. So, usually, ginagawa natin dito is i-screenshot din natin ito so that if ever hindi tayo maka-receive ng tax return receipt confirmation na email, and at least may other proof tayo na nakapag-submit tayo on time ng ating 2551Q or the percentage tax return. So, from here, ayan, i-check nyo yung email niyo. After a while, mag-i-email sila ng tax return receipt confirmation. And then after nun, you can proceed if may mga tax due kayo, kagaya nito, may 5,100 tayo na tax due, you can proceed with online payments. You can use Maya or MyEG. So may video din tayo niyan on how you can use Maya or the MyEG. So that online na lahat yung ating transaction. So again, yun na ating video for today. We just talked about itong 2551Q or the percentage tax return. And yung second quarter, again, yung due date nito is July 25. And I think yun lang ating video. And if may mga tanong kayo, just comment down below. And if you would want to download may mga free templates tayo, you can go to our website www.pinoyaccountant.com/download. And if you would want to support our channel, ayan, you can send support. Go to our website www.pinoyaccountant.com/donate naman. And super thank you sa mga nag-send ng support. Na-appreciate ko. Any amount actually na-appreciate ko. Kahit ano yung may extra kayo, at least makakatulong sa akin. So I can continue making this mga free videos, mga tutorials, and pwede tayong makasagot ng inyong mga tanong. Ayan. So again, thank you very much and see you in our next videos.